Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Let's go. Throwing to start this game. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete out to the right side. He's got a gain of 6 there. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. To throw it on 1st down. Has a man. It's Brooks. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Throwing on 2nd and 6. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Back to throw, needing a first. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Check, Panther.
Running this one left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Another carry for him. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now.
Now a give running right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finds a man right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They just get the play off. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down.
Street. Go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On the set.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Set.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Set. Ready.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They're going for this. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Well, they had to try something there on fourth down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And this is taken in the end zone but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's the snap on 4th. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive...
And he's going to score! Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers... Further 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Staying with Walker. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, they're going to...
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is picked up by the 49ers!
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Unlock Lions! Unlock Lions!
run here on first down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Ready? Sixty Bobcat. Get up.
Back-to-back carries here. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Go.
From the 21. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the San Francisco touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First throw for the backup now. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
19, right here.
He's going to throw this one. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
18 left. Don't go 18. Let go.
2nd and 10 now. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Seahawks chop some of the lead off before the half. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Get up.
Looking to the air here. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
It's intercepted by Rick Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Intercepted in the end zone.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Go. 19 Lions. Set go.
Back to throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready! No! No! Ready!
Give now to the running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Check!
Going to the ground again on 1st. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Flushed out of the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go! 60 Maverick! Go!
Back to throw now. Into the hands of Kittle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Trying to push this past the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 47. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing from the gun here. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Right up the gut. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Dropping back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Set up.
Pass play on 1st and 10. He's got it near the 10. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Seahawks 14.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go. Go.
side. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 22-yard line.
Here's second and 11. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Pass play coming here. Buys time, rolling right. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
That's fielded at the 46. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. He gets a lot behind one. Deep depth. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal.
Hawks 70. 18 ready. 18.
Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. So now, here's third and goal. They just get the play off. And he's hit and dropped. So that's going to bring an end to our third quarter. With him picking himself up after that sack.
Seahawks 14.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he Wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Come on, set. 19 Lions.
Throwing off the play fake here. It is caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Track at 60. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Ready?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a 49er first down. From the red zone now. Headed out right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
To throw here on first down. He's throwing deep to the left side. is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Cougar 19. 79 Bronco. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
Back to throw, needing a first. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers continue piling onto this lead.
Seahawks 17.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go, here we go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Hits him on the out route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the...
And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Seahawks making the scoreboard look a touch better. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
He's throwing for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
49. Seahawks 25.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70, Wolf. Go.
They'll come out throwing. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ready? 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Ready?
Here he is on 3rd and long. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Looking slant route, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. Full extension, and he brings it in. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Forced out to his right. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Okay, ready?
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready? 19 Tiger, Bravo lead.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Back to throw. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
And the 49ers are able to cover the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Dump off caught by his back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Cut out left. And he takes this up to the 30 before heading out. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hawks, let's go. Lightning 18. Buffalo 18. 19 Light. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready to look.
Man in motion here. They are throwing it again. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down. One final shot here. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
it.